You know, we try to keep it gangster here at Massage by Kristen. No, I'm just kidding.
I love that. I love that. It's for a tagline.
Yeah.
You know who tried to keep it.
So, since we have a 90-minute session today, is there a specific focus? Is it general all over?
What's easiest for you?
What's easiest for me is whatever you want me to work on. Yeah.
I know. I feel silly asking.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
People ask me that. You know, yesterday it was like my lats, my rear delts, like all like upper back, and specifically my left lat. But let's just go general, man.
Maybe a little extra attention to the left lat.
Exactly, a little extra attention to the left lat and my rear delts. And my right, it's always my right glute, hip area. I'm starting to realize, I think it's, it's so silly, like, obviously getting older, but, like, repetitive getting in and out of the car. Raising that right leg and then pressing on it to get out. It's just nagging,
On the left side?
On the right side.
On the right side?
Yeah.
Okay. I see pushing out of the car.
Right, pushing out of the car, exactly. And
okay.
Doing, like, a single leg lift, reaching into the car.
Oh, yeah,
and maybe, me just doing it like explosively.
You get out of your car as if you're working out.
Exactly. I'm always on the go, so it's just like quick.
I'm training all the time.
All the time. all the time. But yeah, besides that, I mean, all those things. So, how was the workout today?
Workout today was good.
The neck survived?
Neck survived. The neck feels a lot better, dude. I'm telling you, that UTK mat, I can't say enough good stuff about it.
Yeah.
Because I was legit dying. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what, if I hadn't had that, I would have been, I don't think I would have been as good today.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I mean, I see Jenna, Mondays and Wednesdays, and she came in, she's like, oh my God, my trap.
I can't believe you see her Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. She's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh my God.
And her and Caroline go for like walk/runs on Sundays. And then she tries to do her own thing. But between me and you, I always have to have a conversation with her like, hey,
take a break.
Take a break. It's like
rest.
With you, I'm trying to prevent you from doing from what she's doing.
I just feel like 2 days is not enough. You know?
It's not. But I'm not saying in between you need to like crush it. It's more about the recovery, right?
Yeah, that's why I felt like Sunday would be a good day to get a good workout in, because then I've got a day to recover and then back to work again,
For sure.
Because I'm going to a bachelorette party tomorrow.
Yeah.
So,
don't get crazy.
Yeah, I was making my sweeties. I'm going to attempt to make them shaped like, that's what we were talking about this morning.
Say that one more time, making sweeties?
Yeah, sweeties cookies?
No.
What? That must be a Southern thing.
I mean, I'm not knowing. I mean, I'm from the South. I've never heard of sweeties.
Sweeties, man, they're the best.
Maybe I've had them, but still.
So they're like a pink cookie, and it's like they almond flavor.
Okay. Yeah,
so bomb.
That sounds right. Okay. Yeah. That sounds like something I've had before, but maybe just didn't realize they were called sweeties.
Yeah, sweeties.
Okay, so you're making them, or you're...
Well, she was the type that, bachelorette parties, you normally have penises everywhere.
Yeah.
And she was like, don't you do that here? And so I'm making cookies in the shape.
Of penises?
Well, I mean, you figure, you can't...
Right.
I'm going to let her have her way most of the way, but we got to have something.
For sure.
That's what we were talking about this morning. When you walked in, we were like, nothing, never mind.
I figured it was something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 2 batches made. They're in the fridge chilling for me to make after my last client.
Awesome. Is
Yeah.
that your next one?
Yeah, my 4 o'clock's my next one, 4 to 7.
Yeah. You got a soccer game this weekend?
Yeah, but I'm not going because I'm going to the bachelorette party.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
San Antonio is just too far away to come back for a noon game.
Yeah.
I was like, F your noon game.
You should stay out there for the evening?
Yeah. Well, we have a house, so we'll be out there Friday night, Saturday night, come back Sunday.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's why I figured Sunday be a great day to get a little workout in.
Yeah, sweat it out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't plan to drink a bunch or anything like that. I'm not a huge drinker anyway.
Yeah. Oh, good for you.
Plus, the bride isn't drinking, so it's like, I mean, some of the girls will be, I'm sure, but...
Yeah, but that makes it really easy.
Yeah.
Everybody's not trying to get wasted.
I mean, I'm sure some of them are, because they're moms and whatnot,
Yeah.
They have extra stress I don't understand.
Yeah, for sure. you have any interest or desire to have kids?
I somewhat go through like a little blimp of wanting them, but they're just very, very expensive. And I'm like, there's a lot of things I could not do right now if I had children.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'll go to Virginia and see a client and she'll be like, well, what are we here for if we're not here to have children?
Right.
And I'm like, fuck.
What's our purpose?
I'm like, damn, I'm a selfish asshole. I want to buy exhaust for my motorcycle and like, you know what I mean?
Hard to do both,
but then there's the joy of a child. I, got to experience that on 4th of July, watching their eyes just light up as they get to see things for the first time. And you're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
That's what they talk about, how much fun it is to teach and show them things, you know?
Share those experiences with them. Yeah.
Do you want to have more?
That's complicated. I really want to have a child with Caroline and do things the right way. Not to say there's a right or wrong way, but more of a responsible way.
Yeah.
Of course we talk about all this stuff, but I'm kind of like you. We both like to travel and, on the drop of a hat or a dime, do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Keela is kind of like our baby.
Heck yeah, she is.
So it's yes and no. We just it's like a roller coaster. We go through waves.
Yeah.
Sometimes
y'all are still like young. Y'all are both 34.
Yeah.
People are having kids at 40 these days, so
Yeah, for sure. But I also don't want to be like 65.
Right, with the 20-year-old.
In high school.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be rough.
It's rough now. My kids are 11, 12. My daughter's just turned 12. Shit, man. But
you're like, but our kid would be so stinking pretty and strong.
I know. All the time.
Are your kids little beasts, your 11 and 12-year-olds?
My daughter is very much like me. She got the athletic side.
Oh,
she's
nice.
Solid. She's competitive.
Oh, nice.
She's she's beautiful. Both my kids are gorgeous, but my daughter definitely has more of the athletic genes, and she looks more like Dominican and black, kind of like me.
That's cool.
And I think she has a good shot if she stays with it of really doing something in swimming.
Oh, good for her.
Awesome swimmer.
That's a great sport to be in.
And soccer, she's playing soccer. Right
she's my little mini. I played swimming and soccer.
Oh, you did? That's right.
Yeah, there's sports that go together during the school year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My son, he's still trying to figure it out. He's a bookworm. He loves to read and wants to geek out on facts and geography and stuff like that, which is fine.
Yeah.
I support that. I'm big on education, so when he's here, the first thing we do is go to the library and get a bunch of books. And,
that's good. Super important for him to be interested in stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I was more interested when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I kicked myself as an adult.
For sure. Yeah, I think my mom was kind of more of an overcorrection. My mom was really strict with, write the definitions out of the dictionary. And,
really?
Oh, yeah, stuff like that. And
you're like, so I'm about education, but not quite that far.
Exactly. So, as I got older, I was kind of like, fuck this.
Yeah.
But I still value it.
Yeah.
Just don't get excited. Now, I don't know if it's because we're older or I don't know. Like it's hard to get motivated. Learn something, that makes sense. Like,
well, it takes a lot of effort,
Yeah, obviously, I think we can agree that we care about learning and furthering our knowledge in whatever said topic, but sometimes it's like a hassle to get motivated to pick up a book or, perform research, which just like anything else, you kind of gotta find that flow. It's just hard to get there.
That's for sure.
I gotta stay. I sit down, I'm like, oh my God, this is bad.
Yeah, I need to cancel our Hulu.
Yeah.
We have Hulu TV, and I I want it for the ESPN, you know what I mean? Realistically, but it's like $75 a month. Is that worth like one fight a month?
Yeah, for sure.
One way or another, they get my 70 something, you know?
Yeah, they're gonna get paid, yeah.
Like that's literally the only thing we watch TV now is just my UFC stuff.
Mm-hmm. Did you get the fight?
I went to my friend's house to,
Oh, okay.
If he hadn't bought it, I would have bought it.
Yeah,
but I'm just trying to take a break after always paying for them myself.
Yeah, for sure.
But dang, that was such a lame fight.
Yeah, I know. So a lot of the fights we left were nice. I mean,
yeah, true that. But it was just such a disappointment. You're like, ugh. And it was nasty. But he did deserve it. I did not like the low blows.
Yeah, I used to chill out.
Yeah.
Slowly unraveling. Well, he's been unraveling for a long time.
Yeah, you can't stay on top forever.
I know.
Look at the other greats. They've all had their fall.
I'm excited about the one coming up in August. I forget the name. Black Beast out of Houston.
I know who you're talking about.
I can't remember his name, and then girls. Yeah, you know, I'm not like a fanatic, but I do keep up. Amanda Nunes.
Oh my God, she's fighting?
Yeah.
Thank God, I love her.
We're on the same car.
She's great. I'm horrible. I thought that the Conor McGregor fight was the week before, and then my friend was like, no, it's not. And I was like, okay, cool. I have another week to prepare.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I was with my buddy, I'm like, where you watching the fight? I'll link up with you.
He's like, nowhere right now.
What are you talking about?
Nowhere, homie. I'm gonna have you move to your right, just like 2 inches.
Oh, like slide over?
Yeah. Because that's why it was so intense. Go just a little bit more. Just your upper body. Feet are good. Perfect. Okay. That's why it was so intense on the side, because I had no room to back off of you. And I was like, I could just talk to him. I don't need to squish the crap out of him.
Yeah, use your words.
Yeah, right?
How are your legs feeling?
Feeling good.
Well, I guess now they're good.
Yeah, for now they're good. Yeah, I'm going to try to hot tub tonight and tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I might bring my Theragun with me out to the house out there.
You doing massages out there, or you chilling?
Nah, I mean, the girl who's the bride, she's a massage therapist too, and then there will also be another therapist there. Well, 2 others.
Cool.
At least. I think there's 4 of us.
Okay.
I mean, I might do a little shoulder massage for her or something, but nah.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Okay. Family strong.
Yeah. This one girl in the Facebook group yesterday, because we have a little Facebook group, so we all communicate. She was like, the one girl who's prepared our food, and I mean, it's all prepared for us to cook, you know? She's like prepped it, and she had made the menu and all this stuff. And then this one gal's like, I don't know if I need to order food in, but I'm not cooking. And we were like, and her name's Carol.
Yeah.
We're like, damn, Carol, like, chill out.
Yeah, cool.
Guess you forget this is a bachelorette party, ain't about you. But I actually realized today's her birthday, so I'm like, all right, honey, I get it's your birthday, but we ain't doing that.
I see. Now, these women that you know for?
No, I don't know any of them, but like the one girl, well, maybe 2. I think I know the other massage therapist.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, cool. I was like, thank God I'm room to someone I know, because this bitch is crazy.
Yeah. Is this at like a hotel?
They got an Airbnb that has a private pool and like an arcade, so should be pretty fun.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
How many?
8 of us.
Okay.
That'd be good. Not too big.
Yeah.
So she had
going like crazy. Is it gonna be like a stripper showing up?
No way. She said no penises. There's no strippers. Yeah. So because she said no penises, I got all the pool floats that are like an eggplant, banana. I did. I swear to God, I got an eggplant float, a banana, and then I got a hot dog.
Yeah. So
I know. I'm coming with the comedy. Right? I'm like, all right. I'm respectfully, and then I actually did pay to get some like legit penis cookies made.
Okay.
But they're like gonna look like cactuses.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
These cactuses look like penises.
Yeah. And she'd be like, wait a minute.
That's so funny.
There's this one girl that like during snowpocalypse, like the Monday after snowpocalypse was my mother-in-law's birthday. And so she had just been locked down in the house. And obviously like the grocery stores at that time were still nuts. I was like, I'm not even doing that. So this girl from my Buy Nothing group is a home baker. And she said that she would make me a cake. And it was awesome and gorgeous. So I wasn't sure if I was going to have time to make these cookies, and I know that they're not going to turn out like what I want them to do. So I wanted to get some professionally done, plus like throw her some money.
Yeah.
So I've got like a professional baker making me a dozen cactus penis cookies.
That's what's up, man. You're coming hard, man.
Yeah, I'm coming. I had to.
No pun intended.
I know, right?
So did y'all all have like responsibilities?
No, and that was the problem, was that like I'm reaching out to like the sister and then the girl that was doing all the food. And I was like, all right, so what do we got as far as decor? And they're like, we didn't get any decor. I'm like, what do you mean, no decor? So I'm bringing like a little like paper mache puff ball things we can hang from trees and little lanterns.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? You get one of these. So we're going to do it. And I can reuse these decorations later for other stuff. I actually really have not been to that many. Okay. Yeah, at 34 you would think, but
no. Have you been married or have any desires?
Maybe. Maybe one day. I don't know. I'm 35 and this is my first serious relationship, so it's like, it's hard to say yes. You're like, do I? Has he proven himself yet?
I don't know. How long have you guys been together?
3 years. Well, 3 years in August, but we're close enough to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I have like a bit of a bad attitude when it comes to like baby showers. I'm like, baby shower. And then you're like, if I were going to San Antonio for a bachelorette party, come on. But then you're like, dude, come on, this ain't about you. And these are like big time life events where if you're doing it right, or whatever, you do it once, right?
Exactly.
You might do a couple baby showers, but bachelorette parties, you only get one. So fuck it, might as well go all out.
Go all in, right? You're right.
That'll be good. It'll be cool to be at a house with a pool. I'm excited about that. Just get some sun.
Yeah.
Chill on the eggplant,
Do y'all have any other plans, like leaving the house? Or?
Yeah, they have us leaving the house on Saturday. Friday's going to be like hang at the house all day. And then Saturday's going to be the whole like go to the river walk and go to a piano bar.
Okay.
I'm like, we'll see.
Do the like typical thing, like she has the, what do you call the
tiara thing, or the veil, I guess they call it.
Veil, is that what it is?
Yeah, apparently she has a veil and a sash.
Okay, wow.
But she's not drinking, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about going out to a bar on the Riverwalk. I'm not vaccinated, so I'm like, and I'm not going to get vaccinated. That's not one of those things, but so I have to be aware of my vulnerable states.
No, for sure.
I'm like, do I want to? I'd already told her I wasn't going to go probably out to the bar.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I might go, and if it's not crazy, stay. And then if it is too packed, just like get out of there.
And dip out.
Yeah, and be like, sorry, I'm going to be lame and go home. But
yeah, for sure. I gotta look out for you.
Yeah. I've been doing some things. I've been to outdoor concerts and restaurants and, but an indoor packed bar is one thing I've not done yet.
I guess I haven't really been to many places that have been packed, other than we went to Six Flags a couple months ago.
But that's outdoors. See, I'm not worried about that, And they just moved us to a stage 3 today, so.
Oh, really? I've not been keeping up.
Neither have I. They just forced the information onto me. It's like a highlighted.
Oh my goodness.
I guess because of increased hospitalizations have moved us back to it, so.
Yeah.
It's this whole Delta variant. That's what
Delta variant, and then people getting together for 4th of July.
Yeah. So it's just something to be aware of, is how I think about it. I have a feeling tomorrow my arms will be sore. Just from
Yeah.
those slams, the ball slams,
Ball
and then
slams,
the
the
ball.
crawls, the
Oh
kettlebell
yeah,
swing.
exactly.
Everything.
It made me feel better for the other girls to be feeling really shitty in their necks too. I'm like, I feel like maybe mine just like locked up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because of it being like really the first time my neck has had exercise, I guess, like legitimate.
Yeah.
Like
that's the first time we've done that move. Right?
Well, and just like I've been babying my neck for like since the car accident, like 5-6 years ago.
Right.
So this is the first time I'm finally like strength training my neck.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it was like, hold up, nah.
Do you have a specific routine or a set of exercises, stretches that you do for your neck on the regular?
No, I just kind of like, trap stretch, head one side to the other side, SCM stretch.
Okay.
I'll do some yoga, some like cactus arms type stuff to kind of open everything up.
Yeah.
But what I was going to Google was I was going to start, my idea was I was going to start doing some neck strengthening type things and just really focus on that in my own time as well as doing the core stabilization, maybe do that with it.
Do you have like a beanie or a little cap that you can wear for your head? Because we have a, I forgot the name of it.
Are you talking about the thing that you strap to your head?
Yeah,
Carolyn had told me about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we can do a couple of exercises with that.
It's Caroline, not
sample stuff.
She was like, your neck's gonna be sore if we do this.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, well, fuck, let's not do it today then.
Well, that's the hard thing, right? That's the only thing.
You're like, when do we do it?
For this competition, it's hard to implement, corrective and, activation and strength and power in the hour that we have.
Yeah.
And only seeing you guys twice a week. It's just, it's not impossible. It's just really challenging. And I don't want you guys to hurt yourselves. So I'm trying to like kick the shit out of you guys, but only in a preparedness way. Yeah. But
luckily we should hear our freaking stuff tomorrow, right?
Yeah. We'll by the end of the week, right? It's here this Thursday.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm like, we are here. We have arrived at end of week.
Exactly. But yeah, oh my God, that would make things so much easier if at least it'll
just give you some idea of like what do we have to shoot for.
Yeah, and then you guys can actually start specifically training for these events. Yeah. And then ultimately we have to come up with something to accent that, but I think they're going to do it on a weekly basis. That's what they did in 2019. They would release one event every week for I guess 3 weeks. And I'm like, it was crunch time now. We only got like a month left. So yeah.
Like, oh, y'all want to push back the date? That would be awesome. Just give us a couple extra weeks, homie. Like, I'll take a 2-week bonus.
Yeah. Have y'all signed up yet?
We don't even have a team name yet. Okay. But we know that we need to sign up soon or else it goes up like $25 a person.
Yeah. No, that's
great. I guess right now it's $400, but if we wait, it'll be $500.
Yeah, I need to start a competition.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I think it was Caroline or I can remember. They said I don't know if it was a certain percentage or all of the money was supposed to go to some proceed, but they only ended up. They even posted. They only ended up, I think, donating something crazy like $350.
What?
To whatever their charity was. But on the website, it said that they were donating, all of the, the sign-up money was going to this, like, all-girls thing or something like that. I just thought it was funny.
Wait, that doesn't even make sense. $300 not even for one team.
Yeah, that's not even for one team, exactly. So I was like, oh,
so even like a small fraction is going?
$3,500 maybe?
Right.
But yeah, I went back and saw it and I was like, oh, 100%, okay, to this organization. And then they posted, they only said, it wasn't even $500.
What the freak? Well, I guess you got someone like a little something. You got them a month of insurance. I mean, I guess. Shoot, I don't know. Exactly. Well, hopefully they get it together. I'm feeling a lot in this left hamstring.
This left one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good. Just feels more dense.
I've not been. Oh.
We should do that thing that you said you have at the gym. The thing you say you fill with something and roll your... Wait, is that not you?
Yeah, the body temporal.
How do you do that?
Yeah,
The roller thing?
Yeah.
Or is it just weight you put on it?
It's just it's call it the XY. It's called body temporal. And you lay on your stomach, just how I am. It's like
Uh-huh.
my arm. This thing weighs about 150 pounds, and I flash right in the back of your calves, your hamstrings, your back. The problem is I'm I'm the one that's usually doing it to you guys. Nobody's ever doing it to me.
Look, you do it to me, I'll do it to you, homie.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll be your friend.
Yeah. I always get a little sad. I'm like,
Can I go next?
Can I get over for that?
But I want to know.
Yeah, it's really good. It's just like a foam roller on steroids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What does Jenna do for work?
She used to work for an advertising agency, but now she's a stay-at-home mom.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
She's married?
Yeah, she's married.
Good for her.
I'm not sure if you've met Kyle yet. You will soon. Yeah, and he actually just quit his job like 2 weeks ago. And he's like project manager, tech company.
Yeah.
Have you heard of an app called? What's it called? What's it called? I'm up on my way. Yeah. Coupon something. It's something to do with coupons. Very popular. Anyway, it was his project. He created it.
Oh,
Retell
cool.
Me Not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he probably did pretty well with that.
Yeah. So
good for him.
That's kind of his thing.
Well, good for her and good for him.
Yeah, Hot Schedules.
Shut up. He created that too?
He did not create that.
Okay, he just worked with them.
He's worked with them now.
Oh, so that's a big one.
Yeah, him and I meet like once every other week because he's helping me with, taking
Some business stuff
to the next level.
Well, that's badass.
Me, like, codify some stuff, prioritize things, but
heck yeah.
Yeah, no, he's awesome, man.
That's awesome, man.
She had a baby.
How old is her baby?
Alfie is.
Alfie.
Yeah, his name's Alfred. I call him Prince Alfie, but he's 15 months.
Oh my goodness. God, and that girl has a 6-pack.
I know.
Good for her.
I know. Yeah, she
works hard, man.
5 or 6 weeks after her pregnancy, she started training.
Wow.
A lot of, once postpartum, always postpartum. But,
yeah.
It was a long road. We kind of respected the process for a couple of months and then slowly got into our barbell stuff. And now you see her and she's like on a tear. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, there's no stopping her.
You can't even tell when she
No. I was like, how long has she had a baby? Because she looks so damn good.
She's a beast, man.
Oh, that's inspiration, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like today when Caroline was saying, sorry for being halfway naked. I'm like, no, your abs are what keep me going. Okay. Like you keep that shirt off and I'm going to be like, those abs, that's what I want. Yeah. It's my poster for outside since all the posters of fit chicks are inside.
Right.
You got to keep pushing.
Take it off, babe.
That was fun today.
Yeah, good.
I'm a psycho though. I like the sled stuff.
Good. No, that's good. I've been wanting to do.
Do they do sled during the competition?
They might. They did.
God, I hope they do. I want them to.
I hope they do too.
Maybe I'll send a little message to Homeboy, be like, so what do you think about that sled, bro? Because that's my PowerPoint.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I can really bring it to the team if we do some sledding.
Yes. I'll lean on
them.
But again, like I'm throwing everything at you guys that were already in the competition and what could be expected.
I'm really trying to not help blow you out these shorts. You got a hole in the back.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to not stretch open.
The shorts or the
your shorts.
Damn, really?
Yeah, it's right in your butthole.
Yeah, man.
But like right up here, like high butt gluteal cleavage. That's what a butt crack is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for telling me because I never know until it's too late.
Yeah, well, it's almost too late. I'm not trying to fuck you up here.
Class in the mud.
Hell, there it is.
Oh.
It's like someone not telling you have a booger in your nose. It's like, are you trying to be polite? Because I'd really rather you tell me.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty good about that.
Thank God.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I can't stop staring at your nose. Yeah, get that stuff out of here.
So thanks.
Yeah.
I can tell you.
It's just on the seam, obviously.
Yeah. What do you mean the stuff I've been wearing for the past 7, 8, 10 years?
Mm-hmm. Well, like, all those ass busting sessions.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, please don't tell me it's my leggings.
I know, right?
You're like, shoot, she can see all the way through.
Well, no, because I just threw away. So I had these on today, not this pair, but this brand, the leggings. I threw them away when I went home to eat some lunch, and the whole crotch was just like gone.
You're like, well,
I guess from just demonstrating exercises today, they just went open.
Yeah, it's funny. You would think, like, even my Fabletics used to do that. The old way that they used to make them. But it's like you would think the athletic wear, you'd make the crotch super strong because we're bending and stretching.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I do butterfly position to stretch my groin. Like, what the hell?
It was just so funny. I put them on this morning when I was leaving the house, and I was like, oh, that's like it's probably time to get rid of these, but they're okay. They're hanging on. And then when I went back home, I was like, oh, okay. There's like no bottoms.
Bottom fell out. All right, not happening.
That's good.
I'll save these for private training sessions, Caroline.
Exactly. I think about that too.
Yeah, right. That's funny. So. Yeah. You're like, these are no longer good for working out, just private showings. No, you're good. Look at you wearing this vintage 24-hour fitness shirt.
Oh, I just can't let it go. This is the only 24-hour fitness piece of, I guess, a pearl that I have.
Yeah.
I had so many. This is the only one I kept. It's in the past. It's in the past. I had to do the whole.
Hey, we all gotta pay it to our roots, right?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, no.
Because I'm a big this shirt brings me joy, and I remember where I was when I got this jersey. And,
yeah.
And when I met Caroline, she's like, this shit needs to go. She just kind of came and took over my closet, got me throwing away shit.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm glad ultimately.
Right, it's good to get rid of some stuff.
Yeah, but it was.
But still, yeah. You're like, who's this girl?
Like shirt from high school, seniors 2005. What are you doing? I was like, yeah, it was part of the whole senior dance squad. I wear it every once in a while to work out. And she's like, let that shit go.
That's funny.
I have this idea of taking all these vintage shirts that I have and making a quilt out of them.
Yeah, I've heard about it. That'd be awesome. There's actually this person, I can't remember who told me about him, but it's like a friend of a friend that goes to Goodwills and stuff and collects all these vintage badass shirts that you can't get anymore, and then they turn around and sell them online for a ton of money.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Just go to Goodwill, pay $3 for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they just go scalp out all the good vintage stuff that's being just kind of tossed away.
Yeah, you know what a good place is have you heard of Buffalo Exchange?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, off of I think it's off of
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so once a year, I'll get our stuff and I'll take it out there, and they'll buy back whatever they think they can resell. I'll look around see if I can find something. Yeah.
I'm horribly spoiled. Ever since COVID happened, I started doing Stitch Fix. It's so nice I don't have to go shopping.
That's the online thing, right? Where they send you.
Yeah, they send you 5 things.
Trunk full of clothes, and you just
send back what you don't want.
Yeah.
They send you fine. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And even now they let you pick. They're sending you a whole list of things that you could get.
Really?
And you're like, oh, I'll take these 5.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So do you just pay a monthly thing, or do you?
You literally only pay for what you keep.
And you obviously know what the price is before you keep.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not paying $80 for that. Yeah, just keep that. And then you put then you give them feedback. You're like, price too high, not paying for that. Y'all should know me better than that.
Yeah,
$50 my max. All right.
But so you give them kind of a price range or a budget, and then you tell them kind of what your style is. What you're into,
you go in and edit it. They'll have different things is this your style? And you thumbs up and thumb down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm pretty sure they have it for dudes too. I was telling my girlfriend, the one you met, Jackie, I was telling her that a lesbian needs to do that because I'm certain lesbians that maybe more butch have a whole different style.
Yeah.
And there's not that option for them. If she wanted to do Stitch Fix, it would totally not be her style. And I'm like, it needs to be a whole company owned by a gay woman, with stylists that are gay, so they get the whole style, you know, and things that matter to them.
Yeah, it's kind of, like you said, maybe more on the butch side. Well, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, because femme chicks might wear, you know, a whole different
maybe they have
thing.
their line,
Because they could get normal, you know, hetero, you know, straight female clothing.
Well, why don't you start? I mean, you don't have to be gay.
I know, right? True.
Pitch the idea.
I pitched it to my gay friend. I was like, you do this. She's like, that's a great idea.
So,
I'm like, yeah, you should get all your ducks in line.
remind me of Jackie. You said she knows me through Orange Theory.
Orange Theory.
Did she used to work at a bar? Maybe I'm thinking of
She did.
Did she work at Aristocrat?
No. So
Okay.
we worked together at Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
And then after that, she was
guess-
at Cheesecake Factory for a long time.
She reminds me of somebody else that used to work at Aristocrat.
Not her.
But it's definitely not her. Okay.
Mm-mm.
But I do remember her from Orange Theory.
Yeah, she's a friendly girl. She stands out.
Okay. It's just awkward. It's like, man, do I say what's up to this person? I'm not sure if it's them, but I don't want to be rude, but also, you know.
When in doubt, smile. You're like, hi.
That's exactly that's how I live my life.
Oh, yeah.
In doubt. She's.
I was asking my other best friend, I was like, asked Roxy, because we used to both work out 24. I was like, do you remember Chris? She's like, I think so. Always smiling. I'm like, yes.
Always.
I'm like, both of his legs, or I was like, both of my legs are the size of one of his. You remember him?
Funny. Roxy, I don't.
You know, you don't remember her. She does not stand out at the gym.
Oh, okay.
She's kind of a low profile type chick.
Yeah.
Is that too pointy?
No, it feels
Okay.
great.
Maybe you're feeling it in the right side getting out of the car. Maybe this left side's taking it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like left lat, left QL, left hamstring.
That sub sling system. That's
Yeah.
Thinking of this. Yeah, this feels tight right here.
Mm-hmm.
In the mornings, I try to do my like lateral triangles and side bends. I don't know. Plus, I did some of Caroline's. I don't know if she sees a physical therapist once a week, and she showed me her routine on Saturday. That left me kind of sore. Yeah, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is very like QL specific.
I'm gonna use a little CBD on your QL today.
Say that again.
I'm gonna use a little CBD on your QL.
Yeah.
A little menthol. It's all good.
That's fine.
Just kind of get it all going while we're working other things. I was trying to get Stephanie to come in and see me before she left. I was like, dude, you need to let me step on your freaking inner hip foot, like your adductors. I'm like, I feel like that's why you're cramping up like that.
She needs that, man. She got so much going on with her hips,
Yeah.
her knee, her anterior fib, all that stuff, her shins. She's also stubborn.
Yeah, you could tell like her response was something like, I forget what it was, but I was just like, huh.
Well, she's a
hard worker.
She works hard. She just likes to grind through. She's at school. She's an athlete.
She's like, I don't feel shit.
She's like, I'm good. Fuck it.
Just kind of like locks up, but it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what?
Like I feel like it's about to snap, but
hey, we're good. I can still do 2 more.
And I'm like, no, homie. And then we'll do squats, and I can see this nasty weight shift over to her. I think it's her right side, and I try to implement some corrective stuff and whatever. She's like, no, I'm gonna do what you guys are doing. I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that.
You can't just push through it. The body's saying no.
Exactly.
At some point, you gotta listen to the body and be like, all right, body, what do you need from me?
Exactly. So that's challenging. That's one thing made a mistake of when I first started training people. It was like murder, death, kill. We're just gonna get after it.
Making everyone throw up.
Yeah, just kicking everybody's ass, you know, because I didn't know any better, and that was my work ethic.
Yeah.
You know, college football athlete, state powerlifter, just grinding all the time, but also young and resilient, and I could do that, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take this attitude, this intensity, this jump. You know, it doesn't work for everybody. And then obviously once I got certified and I learned so much more, I was like, okay, we need to back off a little bit. I'm not training professional athletes, you know,
right?
I'm just training, you know, general pop. So, but already coming in with that mentality, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, like I'm that guy. People expect, oh, that's good, you'll kick your ass, you know. This
yeah.
is I need somebody to kick my ass. I'm like,
I'll kick your ass, but like slowly, in a reasonable state.
Quality,
yeah.
You know, and I feel always have to throw up at the end of a workout.
It was awesome. At our first soccer game, one of the guys on the other team was in the trash can throwing up halfway through. I was like, well, guys, we're doing good. Not only are we winning, we're not like that guy. Exactly. I was like, man, I felt bad for that guy. It sucks to be outside throwing up in 100-degree weather.
Oh my God.
I'm sure it was like 90, but still, it was hot as freak.
Yeah, don't ever do that. Better than the worst.
I felt way better today than I did on Tuesday just from having a quality meal before.
Yeah, okay.
Good. Makes such a big difference.
Yeah. And see, everybody's different. Like, for some people, they're like, you know, I need to do that on an empty stomach. Especially for the time of day. It's kind of weird. You know?
I just need that power. Because oatmeal is not super fillings. It's just like a little package. I'm doing like literally the package ones, which are great, but...
Yeah, no, I don't recommend anybody coming in like, okay, 2 eggs, some oatmeal, a couple tortillas.
Like, whoa, you are definitely not going to be moving fast.
Exactly. I'm going to need to put you
too much food, dude.
Bucket by you real quick.
Mm-hmm. I just ate one little small bowl of oatmeal, and I was like, all right, let's do this pre-workout.
I think the most important thing, though, once you get more in tune kind of with your body, is obviously the meal you eat.
Yeah, I was thinking about that last night.
Yeah.
Now I just do steak, but...
Yeah, that's good. That's that's filling, you know, it's healthy.
I feel like I need more carbs than that, though.
Yeah, because the food that you're eating right before your workout...
It's going to fuel you later.
It's going to get you later, exactly. Yeah. Unless you're doing something simple like a piece of fruit or candy or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, your body doesn't have enough time to metabolize.
So at least I know that much just from swimming as a kid. We'd always have pasta the night before a state competition, or actually every Friday night we would have something high in carbs for our Saturday competition.
No, dude, it's a game changer. It's all the difference.
Some people did pizza, we did spaghetti.
Yeah, pizza, that's a little too much.
Yeah. All right. You starting to get some of the cooling heating from the menthol?
Yeah.
Dude, it's the best.
That's problem.
It has a little delay, and you're like, ooh, hey.
Yeah, no, it's a little chilly. Is it your forearm or your hands?
Elbow. Flat part, not the pointy part. Big difference.
I'll get home and I'll sit down for like the first time, and Caroline will come in from pole and be like, "Man," I'm like, "No." She wants me to like rub her down. No, I just want to sit for a second. Oh, man, you don't love me anymore. Oh, come on. So I always be
She knows your weak spots.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, she can play as long enough. I'm like, all right. I'll set a timer for 3 minutes. For 3 minutes. And then, of course, that flies by. It's like, oh, man. Well, oh, my God.
All right, so I'm going to have to send you the links to the different YouTube videos we've done. We've done 4 at this point where it's like 30-minute trades. And then at least you can do whatever you want to do and be like, okay, well, at least I'm being shown and it won't hurt you so bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Because just using your hands is freaking hard, man.
Well, it's not even that. It's I guess what I'm complaining about is I'm go like all day long, right? And
Oh yeah, you just want to
I just
chill.
want to blank out and chill.
Yeah.
And then she gets home and she's like, "Babe, I need your hands." I'm like, "Oh no!" So it's just hard to
My
do
hands are broken.
on the couch,
Oh
watching
yeah.
TV, not in the mood. But if I had the table set up, or if she was on the floor, or in the bed, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Jokes on her. You should have like your hands wrapped up. You're like, what? I can't. I got hurt after that. She's like, what?
She's like, "Oh, babe, use your feet. Come on."
She's so bad.
Yeah, she's bad.
She's so bad. Babe, you have 2 feet though, right?
Tuesday, yeah. I was like, "Babe, my hands, I can't even make a fist right now." She's like, "I'll lay on the floor. You don't even have to get up. You can just stop."
Like she's the dog.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Because she told me about how she rubs on the dog with her foot.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's so funny. She rolls up and gets that leg on.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Like mother, like daughter.
Exactly.
Even your left calf is tighter than your right one.
So,
Even left calf is tighter than right calf.
yeah.
It's all the way from the base of your body, a little bit tighter. Mm-hmm. The playlist was awesome, by the way, today.
Oh, awesome! Thank you. I was thinking about my list. I was thinking about the song. I'm trying to think where I've heard this song. I don't know if it was here last week or
maybe.
But no, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I was trying to put a good mix of just everything that was kind of hype and something that would, I don't know,
push you a little harder. Yeah.
Yeah, speak to y'all's personalities. I love music. So I think like 75 different playlists
Heck yeah.
different classes.
I used to use this app called like Fit Radio or Fit something where it was just like all, you could like be like, all right, I'm running, so I want like a fast pace, and it'll like have it by different, different speeds. Yeah.
Yeah, like a 90, 100, or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that.
I used it back in the day at the 24-hour fitness days.
I want to say that's what we used when I was working at theory.
Oh, really? Yeah, that makes sense.
And I was so like, no, I'm using my Spotify and creating my playlist. I'm gonna do it
my God.
way. But I mean, that was half of the reason why people like taking my class, because I'm using it. Come in one day and they were like, "Oh my, is he playing Mars Volta? Is he playing Metallica? Okay.
All right, I can work out to this." That was funny. This chick, Sia, that's who this is.
What's her name?
Sia, S-I-A.
S-I-A.
She's the chick that has the hair with the big bow on her head where it's half is blonde and half is black.
Okay.
You've seen her, right?
I feel like
But like her face is never shown. It's always like I don't know. She did that for privacy. I think she's European, maybe.
Okay.
Just guessing. And so I randomly, with a massage buddy of mine, she was like, "Let's go see this concert." I'm like, "Okay." Like we had no tickets.
Yeah.
We just went to try to like scalp them,
Yeah. Okay.
And then so we ended up getting tickets. We were like the very top row at not the Long Center, whichever the one that they.
The Frank Yards?
Yes.
Yeah.
You knew what I was doing. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we were at the very top, and I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm not like a huge Sia fan or anything, or I wasn't before until after. Once I went to that concert, it was like Well, number one is the first show that I've ever been that far away from.
Yeah.
But to be that far away from and to have that good of a time, and she put on such a good show.
Okay.
Go ahead and kick your feet to my butt. Perfect. And relax. Yeah. So it was like all about theatrics. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So, like the stage presence.
Yeah. Like
show,
not even like light shows, like storytelling. It was like a play.
Oh, yeah. No, I like
it was
that.
really crazy.
I like that.
And then she's like on the stage, but like in the dark. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on a pedestal, but like kind of in the dark.
But still kind of hidden.
Yeah. Like so that they were performing and she was just singing.
Yeah. That's
pretty interesting.
Yeah. I like that.
How's that feel in your hamstrings?
Not too bad. It's
too much?
Mild. No.
Mild, okay.
I don't feel much at all.
Oh shit. You can't do all of this.
Are you into theater and plays and stuff like that? Musicals?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to New York and didn't go to a Broadway show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you went to New York and didn't go to a Broadway show?
True.
Okay.
But I went to
That's how some people react. Like.
Yeah, but I went to this really awesome thing in New York where it was like a live like play you're in the middle of.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Now that was effing cool.
Yeah. What does it mean? Like you're in the middle of like you like help
like
out
no, not at all. Like the play's going on all around you, and you wear these weird, creepy masks.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know that everyone's in the play is mask free, but you've got those weird masks with like the long nose.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So crazy. And so you
like Dr. Mask? Or,
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And so you're like walking around this place and there's stairs and like then the actors will be running by you. So then you're all chasing after the actors trying to see where the story is going.
Very
and I mean, amazing. And I actually just got an email from them today saying that they're back.
Okay. Damn, that sounds really cool.
Super cool. I mean, it was like $140 or something.
Damn, okay.
And I went by myself because all my friends were weirded out by masks. Yeah, I was in New York City by myself at a freaking play, just walked there and walked back. I was like, whatever. It was cool. And it was something that like, if I had missed it, you're going to put your foot back up. Oh, it is on there. Cool. If I had missed that, like, that show really made my New York trip.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And I had no idea how awesome it was going to be. It was just like,
those are the...
I think see no more or look no more or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Super cool. It's like a Hamlet show.
Oh, really? Okay.
Based off.
Cool. Yeah, well, the picture the way you explained it, I thought it was like maybe you were just in the middle of a park or something like that, and it's just kind of going on around you.
It's like a warehouse.
Yeah. Okay.
So cool.
You knew you were reading.
Yes. You go have like cocktails before and like everyone's in character and classy cocktails. Super cool. Yeah, I definitely can't wait to go back to New York and do that again.
Yeah, that's kind of on our bucket list.
I mean, it's really expensive. The good part about having a group is splitting the cab rides because cab rides add up real quick.
Yeah.
But then part of the way you're just like, do I really want to F with the subway? And like, but we did subway a bunch. It's just like on some days you're just like, you know what? I want to see a bunch of so I'm going to like just cab everywhere. And so we did that and it's like, boom, $70 real fast. Damn. Yeah, but I mean, there's like a lot of things that you can go see, like the bull statue, or like you can't get anywhere near it. And then I guess that's what it is. I don't, the girl in the bull. It's some artists where it's about, I don't know, but they basically had some stuff where it's like you can't even get close to it, or there's just so many people. They're like, okay, well, I don't really, I've seen it. Let's go. Yeah.
How long ago did you go?
April 19th.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and go. I'm going to do left side up.
Left side.
Because that's your bad lat. Yeah, it was awesome. Things are crazy there still. I mean, they're kind of starting to try to get back to normal.
Yeah.
Maybe slide down towards your feet just a wee bit. I'm going to replace this with these. Try that.
I think I've asked you this already. Where'd you get this elephant?
My elephant?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I feel like it was like a friend of mine.
Okay.
Like didn't want it, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. since we went to Thailand, I've been all about that.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think it's cool. I just got a lotus, a cool like 3D lotus that's like, it looks like it's kind of like iridescent shells that's made out of.
Okay.
That apparently the chick has like a electric votive candle inside of it. And I want it. Are you in the Buy Nothing group?
I am not. What is it called?
You should. Buy Nothing. It's a worldwide thing where it encourages community.
Okay.
And you know, during the snowpocalypse, it was literally the thing that saved us, was having them.
Yeah.
But it gives you a really good way to meet your neighbors. And so like I've met a lot of lady friends.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also cool because then like I've been to 3 different houses and like right next to one another doing pickups, you know, or drop-offs, whatever. Yeah. And so I'm like, so if I ever, I'm like, I know what these people look like. I'm familiar now. Right. So if I were to come to a pickup and saw some weird person lingering around their house, I'd be like, hey, you know, Cindy, you got this dude around your house. Is that normal? Yeah. Okay. But it's a really cool thing. And so like, say, I don't know, random stuff like, okay, I have a brand new little dot, Amazon dot or whatever, you know? Right. I'm like, but I'm never gonna use that. I got all these other ones. Yeah. So I'll just go on there and be like, give Amazon dot, tell me your favorite music or whatever, and then you pick someone. Oh, okay. And it's you just give whoever you want to. People will be like, interested. Awesome. Or you'd be like, ask. I need goggles because I've got new lashes on and I want to get in the hot tub. Anybody got any goggles, safety glasses? And everyone's like, you're crazy. Nobody had goggles. No.
That's interesting.
Buy nothing. Okay. And then basically, depending on where you're at, you just kind of, to figure out where your group is, you'd be like, so say if I lived in the Arboretum, I'd be like, Buy Nothing Arboretum, or like your largest.
Is it that specific or your?
Yeah. So like mine here is Buy Nothing Wells Branch, because you have to live in the little area.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have to get accepted by the group? Or
yeah. The admin will like verify that you're within their cross streets, and if you're not, then they'll direct you to where yours are. Oh, okay. But if you guys have any trouble, hit me up because I used to be the admin for my old one.
Yeah. Awesome.
But
sign up to be the admin, did they just ask you?
Well, I was overly active, and they're like, "Do you want to be an admin?" And I was like, "Yeah."
I see you're here a bunch.
Exactly. I see you don't have much of a private life. Would you like to have less? Yeah, I actually hit up this group and was like, "Hey, are y'all going to be sprouting soon? Because once you have a certain number of members, then they sprout, which basically they'll just cut it into smaller groups. Oh, okay. So it's more hyper local, which is like the whole point. Okay. But we've been waiting for that to happen since like November is when I reached out to her. So, because right now my group is huge. It's all the way from 45 all the way down to Wells Branch with 35 and Mopac as boundaries. Wow. So that's huge because it's like corner to corner. It's over 10 minutes long, which is too long.
Do you know how many members you have like that are active in the group? Or?
I could figure that out, but because as an admin, it also shows you all the statistics.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of them.
I'm sure hundreds of people.
The only unfortunate, I think there's like 800, 900. Wow. The only unfortunate thing about this neighborhood is we have a lot of low-income housing. We have a lot of people that can barely feed their families. Yeah. So I find like my group's not as fun as it used to be because it's like, you just have to be like more giving than asking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so when you say low...
I just had to switch gears because I came from like a very wealthy neighborhood.
Is it like Habitat for Humanity type stuff going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's like people can barely, like during, like people just don't even have food for their families. Yeah. So like on the normal. So they'll just be asking for food and you're like, okay, what? So sometimes people just buy food and they're like, hey, who needs food? You know what I mean? Damn, okay. Where I came from 22 where it was like, I was getting frames with museum glass for free. You know what I mean? Right. So I've had to switch gears and be like, okay, I don't need things. I need to give. Yeah, for sure. You know. Okay, well, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. But they still give. I mean, like during the snow stuff, I got like a neighbor made me some bread. A neighbor gave me eggs. A neighbor made my mother-in-law a cake. Okay. Because it was her birthday, and I was like, I'm not going to the store right now. It's freaking crazy out there. Does anybody have a box of cake? And then this chick is like, I'm a home baker. If you want me to bake you something, I was like, if you would, that'd be awesome. And she made a badass cake with like the roses and wrote her name on it. I mean, people are really giving. Yeah. It gives you a better appreciation because the news only highlights all the shit happening in the world.
Yeah, that's why I miss a lot of news.
Yes, same. I'm like, I don't want to live out of that. But the Buy Nothing group is awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I always see, the good in people. hate admitting this, and I know I get this from my mom, but you know, I'm a helper. You know, you wanna try to help as many people as you can, but you can take advantage of a lot.
Yep.
You know, and
Yeah, you gotta have a boundary there.
yeah.
But it's hard when you're a giver. It's like you don't see those boundaries. You're like, I'm just gonna give.
And then when something bad happens, you're like, oh my god, why?
Yeah.
Take advantage of me. I'm trying to help you.
Because some of those people learn the habit of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was really big in the buy nothing during the shutdown because it was like I had no purpose. My purpose was cut off, you know? So then I was like, it was really funny. One day this is during whenever I was forced on government assistance. And I found like a toolbox that had clearly it was stolen and ditched at the church right by my old condo when I used to live over there. Yeah. And I was like, you know, from dating an electrician, I was like, what is that? I see a big red Milwaukee box. I'm like, huh. Yeah. Huh. And I'm like, and I almost walked away and I was like, fuck, you have to get involved. I was like, this isn't my business. And I'm like, man, but that would suck if like I could help them get their stuff back. Because obviously this was stashed here to come back and get. Right. And I was like, man. And turns out it was a guy in my complex. And he actually thought that I had stolen it at first. And I was like, no, I found it over there. I swear.
Did it still have everything in it?
I think it had most of it. But the only way I found him was because the thief had stolen an Amazon box with the guy's name and work on it.
So you just happened to...
I just lucked out that I had a way to figure out whose stuff it was. I was like, hey, buddy, by the way, you should probably put your name and phone number inside your toolbox now. Yeah, which is probably or on some of your tools.
Thinks about doing. I don't know if it's a common
Electricians know to do that.
Oh, okay, cool. I would never
like Cody puts his name on stuff just because you're out of sight with everyone having the same stuff.
Right. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. I was like, you need to put your name or business cards in here because it was really a hard time finding you.
Yeah, dude. I've been so fortunate to have people like hit me up or follow me out of a store or a bar or a club saying, hey man, you dropped your wallet, or hey, you dropped $50.
It's because you got good karma from helping everyone.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Like, God, thank you. So I always try to pay it forward.
Hell yeah.
I believe in that karma shit too, man.
1000%, man.
Oh man.
1000%. I could have had a free SUV. You know, whenever I bought my car, I'm going to make my first payment. You know, you don't have to make the first payment. Like your first payment comes like 2 months later, right?
Yeah.
So I go to make my payment. It's right after Christmas. And I have no payment. They're like, your loan is paid. I was like, wait, what? Yeah. They're like, yeah, your loan's completely paid off. Okay. And I was like, so yeah, apparently the dealership was doing some shady stuff, trying to move money around before the new year, you know? Oh, yeah. And they paid off my car note on accident. What? And so I could have been like, stay quiet about that. Yeah. But I was like, yeah, no.
That's probably going to come back and bite me on the ass.
I'm like, even if it doesn't come back, I'm like, that's bad juju. Yeah. You're stealing like $30,000. That's a lot like, of juju. No, I'm not doing that. I'm like, man, I'm young. I'm not having this follow me around. For sure. So I like alerted them and got a new car note, and they were like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, you guys fucked up. If y'all done this to anyone else, they would have, not anyone else. There's lots of good people out there, but if y'all done this to the wrong person, you guys would have been in a weird situation, because I don't know how you would have gotten that money back.
Yeah, damn. 30 grand.
30, yeah.
Fucking with somebody's commission.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Honesty is a good thing, man.
Usually one of those things, like if something's too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah. That was a test. I like to think those blessings come back in different ways.
They really do. I've been on both sides of that, the good and the bad.
Yeah.
The older I get, the more clear it is. It's like, oh, I deserve that. I remember why.
Yeah. Yeah, the tests and stuff, they're so clear now, you know?
That just comes with experience.
Oh, yeah.
Wisdom.
Yeah. I don't know, all those weird things started, you know, I've never been a religious person, but I'm like, man, I can see the devil acting up today. I have like all these exes hit you up at the same time, and you're like, what is up with you people? Like, why after me being in a relationship for 3 years, do you think that today's the day to message? And it'll be like literally one time it was like Cody's and my ex both hit us up the same day within, and we were like, what the freak?
That's crazy.
And I'm like, I'm telling you, the devil has a way to test you.
Yeah, damn, that's wild, man.
So it's like, it's strange how it's made me more religious, because I'm like, I think because the God part is shoved so hard down your throat that it's hard to kind of like do that when you're not like open to it, if it's been just overdone. But then when it's like you start seeing the devil, you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm seeing this evil though.
Yeah, that tempter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole religion thing is weird. I'm not uber religious either, but I do have faith.
I believe in a higher power for sure.
Power for sure, exactly.
I just really believe it's a book of things to teach us lessons, but I don't know if all of it's 100% true.
Yeah, and everybody interprets it differently.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't mind going to church, getting a good word or talking about it.
Yeah.
I think it's all necessary. And like you said, I just think it's a bunch of rules or ideologies that you can follow to help you be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, give you that good moral compass.
Exactly. And I don't know if you've ever gone to church or was the last time you went, but I know every time I go, I don't go that often, but when I do, it always seems like that's what's happening to me. It's like, oh, you're talking to me. That's what you're preaching about. It's kind of like getting a fortune cookie or an 8-ball. It's kind of generalized. You know?
Yeah, but it speaks to you.
Yeah, it's just about being a good person and paying it forward and not letting the devil tempt you. Falling into temptation and stuff like that.
I need to go to church. I need to take my butt to church.
Yeah, I do. Every time I go, I'm like, I need to be here more. I need to be here more. But
good vibes, good vibes.
Yeah, that's all it is. The vibe, the energy, the wavelengths, all that stuff, the connection. But I think you can also practice that yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
In living up to a higher standard, paying it forward, all whatever your principles are, you be kind to others and love yourself, and but some people need to hear it from somebody else and be around. But like, I don't like this show. That's kind of how my mom's side of the family is. If it wasn't for the Lord and the Lord, I'm like, okay.
You're right.
You're right, exactly. Exactly. And I went to a Baptist college, Southwest Baptist in Missouri, and it was mandatory. Like, we went to chapel, Monday and Wednesday, which, was not
it's expected out of a Christian school.
Mandatory.
That's crazy.
It was mandatory. And like,
how do they know? Do you sign in?
You sign in, you have to scan your ID.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
And then some guys, you can understand how there could be a conflict when you're trying to graduate, and guys skip conflict, or students skip
the chapel.
Yeah, because it's a credit.
Wow.
And they're trying to hold your degree, and then you have to pay a certain amount of money. And I'm like, oh, that seems kind of
sketchy.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think that God would want me to graduate on time, okay? And I think that He sees that I worship Him on my own time, okay? Exactly. God does not like what you're doing.
Yeah. You guys are being tempted, and you are failing.
Yeah, you guys are being tempted by financials, clearly.
Exactly. But
what would Jesus do? That's what I say. Yeah, man. That's crazy.
But pros and cons. It was nice going when you went. And maybe there's some kids up there doing some hymns or whatever, or somebody sharing their story, their testimony. There was a guest speaker talking about their perspective of God, and I get it. It's all for the good. But sometimes it's like, dude, I could be studying, or
I can only imagine being a college student. That's 2 days a week. That's hard.
It's tough, man. Hour and a half long. But that was a Missouri Bible Belt.
Yeah.
I had to take a freaking Old Testament, New Testament, and like theological relation. Something like that.
Required.
It was required. Yeah.
Wow.
I came out of this school for ministry.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I had one teacher that was like, you weren't allowed to wear shorts in class. It was the Old Testament class. And I'm like, bro, I'm a grown ass man. Like, you're gonna fail me if I wear jeans to class? You're crazy.
What do you want? You wear like slacks?
Yeah, well, they just want you to cover up because it's just very traditional, right?
Yeah.
Very Christian like. I'm like, dude, my coach told me to sit in the first 2 rows, come to class and not act a fool. I'm here, okay?
Oh, I get it. You went over there on a scholarship, huh?
Well, yeah, I had a scholarship, but I wasn't like that type of athlete. I'm just saying, it's complicated, but I didn't realize when I decided to go to the school that this stuff was mandatory, right? Like the chapel was mandatory, Old Testament, New Testament, this theology class. But some of these teachers, you know, in their egos, you know, are like, you have to abide by this rule. And I'm like, what does that have to do with me passing or failing this class? Wearing shorts? What are you talking about,
That's
bro?
crazy.
I'm like, it's 110 degrees outside. I'm not wearing slacks to class.
Nope.
You know? I'm just required to come here, do my work, you know, and hell out. So, anyway. I was a completely different.
Thank God for growth, right?
Yeah. On the edge, man. Always living on that boundary. Like, what's acceptable and what's unacceptable. Like, let me cross that line just a little bit. See what
Sounds
I get
like me.
Yeah. Because if I can still go to class and get my work done or do my speech or ball out on the field or whatever, you know, that wasn't going to prevent me from doing all the other shady shit I was doing. You know. But, yeah. I tell stories to my kids or other trying to not like glorify, you know what I mean? Just
yeah.
Because it's fun to talk about now that I'm past a lot of this stuff. But back then, they're like, that sounds kind of cool. And I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Caroline's like, babe, you need to like chill out. I'm like, because I would get excited. I do these drugs and these girls and I'd go ball and you know. But anyway. Oh, goodness.
A little tender in here.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Tenderoni. So I am gonna have to go back to Virginia. Like, I think it's. Do you know the date of that competition?
The 21st.
Oh, fudge.
I believe.
I might have to go out of town like the freaking last training session before. Well, the second to last.
The second to last. That might be good for you, though. Get away.
Well, I'll be out there, but the chick, you know, I'm staying with, she's like a badass. So we will speed walk to the damn gym.
Yeah.
So you'll have to tell me what to do, and I'll do something while I'm there so I don't miss a workout.
Well, again, if it's like the week before the competition, I'm not gonna kill you guys, you know, a week before the competition. Like tapering down.
Yeah, so by that point.
Guys can be optimal for game day. So that's the theory anyway. Like right now, it's like we're
pound it out.
Yeah, we're pounding it out, and then we try to peak. Well, we want to peak on competition day.
Yeah.
But a week and a half out, we'll start tapering down a little bit because I don't want you guys wrecked going into this thing.
Oh yeah, we can't be wrecked.
No.
Sucks how quickly an hour and a half goes.
I know.
Time, man. Such a trip. How Dude, I know, right? I was thinking yesterday, I was like, I just need like 8 days in a week. Can I just have like one day that like just a clear day, you know? 7-day work week and then 1 day for me.
For sure. Are you pretty good with like time management and optimizing your time?
As long as I'm on my phone in my hand, yeah. I get lost in that phone, then I'm like, put the phone down, dude.
I know.
But it's just it's the struggle comes that my business is wrapped into all the media.
Yeah.
But then it's like, stay on track. You're marketing. You're not looking at other people's shit. Like, get on track.
Exactly.
Let's flip to their side so I can even you out.
That's what drives me crazy is all that screen time.
Oh, I hate
whether
it.
it's work related or not.
Uh-huh.
I'm with you. Gotta go back and forth from Instagram to Facebook to Gmail to, you know, responding and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If there's something pops up or there's a notification while I'm actually getting work done, and then it just throws me off the rails, and all of a sudden I'm like watching dog video. I'm like, what? How did I get here?
I'm telling you.
How did I get here?
Like, damn it, they got me again,
They
dude.
got me again. Exactly.
Bastards.
But that's what it's designed to do. So,
Yep, suck you in.
Suck you in, get the info at you.
Yeah, I'm getting in trouble with Cody. He's like, you just need to get off your phone. I'm like, I was like, well, earlier I was not working. I admitted it. I got off my phone.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, right now I'm working. So,
yeah,
of course, I wasn't working at a reasonable hour. And then I was working at like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, sorry, man, I got to respond to my mentor and got to make these plans.
I try to use my laptop with stuff like that. So I'll put the phone away.
That's smart.
And
well, my laptop is basically a large phone.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have an iPad.
See, this is the thing. I don't surf on my iPad or my laptop.
Yeah.
I'll get shit done if that's out. I don't know why. Maybe I just got a laptop for Christmas. Carol got it.
Oh, nice.
So I was doing everything from my phone or somebody else's computer up until Christmas last year.
Nice.
So that was huge, and I've been able to knock a lot of more stuff out efficiently.
Was your iPad okay?
Oh yeah.
Jenna was worried about it. No,
I'm actually gonna post. Well, I might post that later, but I was gonna.
The video of her knocking it over.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's bulletproof.
I was like, yeah, he didn't even take any videos of us. She's like, well, that was me. Yeah, and I was like, oh, was it? I'm like, we just got so wrapped up into it. Then I was like, sorry, I was just trying to like keep going.
I was giving her a hard time. I was like, you did that on purpose, didn't you? Because she doesn't like to record.
Oh, that's funny.
And I'm like, dude, you are the bomb. Like,
brag about it.
You need to know. All right?
Yeah.
You need to know. Yeah, man. So, like, creating these small tasks. Like, okay, I'm going to get on the laptop and I'm going to look up properties, right? Then I'm just going to focus on that. And I'll set a timer for 15, 20 minutes.
That's smart.
I can stick to that. I'll check it off and then I'll walk away and I'll do something completely unrelated. Then I'll come back 5 minutes.
Yeah, I need to get better at it. So the answer to your question is no. I'm not good at that. Because I'm ADD. So my thing is I do like 7 things at once. Mm-hmm. And so I have like the laundry halfway done. Yeah. I'm like in the middle of vacuuming, or it's like my robo, but like still like for a person that doesn't have ADD, they're like, what the freak is going on here? This is a train wreck. But I'm like, no, it's all under control. It's just everything's in different stages. And so I move room to room doing things.
Yeah. See, is that what ADD is? Because I might have some of that too. But I like that chaos. I like waiting until the last minute. It's like, okay, I got quality movement at 6:30 on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm going to wait till 5:56 before I switch the laundry, do the dishes, put the dishes up, vacuum, create the routine that I'll do in my head for quality movement, and have the house kind of picked up just in case Caroline comes home before she goes to pole. Like, I like that hustle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's stressful as shit.
Yeah. So I'm like, I do the same thing. I don't know if I like it, but it's the habit of that procrastination and that just go. And so if someone gives me trouble about my go, I'm like, look, man, like this is me. I'm like, shit, I don't know what to tell you. Either you like me or you don't. But if that bothers you, I'm sorry. It's just that this is who I've always been.
Exactly.
Sure, I aspire to be better, but like, I don't know how I changed the person I am. You know what I mean? It's like, I've tried.
I just gave you an example of like creating these small tasks and doing these things.
Yeah.
And that works well.
For sure. Timing yourself is huge.
Do it more than
a few times in a row. You know what I mean?
And you're like, okay, enough structure.
Yeah, enough structure. I've gotten my like 2 days of structure. Let's go back to being all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's live a little.
All right, so Monday, Wednesday, I'll be structured. The rest of the week, it's just kind of chaos, controlled chaos.
Exactly, but that's how I optimize though.
Same.
I don't work like A, B, C, D. I gotta be A, B. Let's do Z real quick. Let's come back and check on D.
Yeah.
We'll figure it all out as we go.
Yeah, that's why I never would work in an office job.
Yeah, me either, man. Oh, I'd go crazy.
I'd go crazy sitting at a desk.
Yeah, I could, but I would be miserable.
I would be so miserable. I would hate it. I'd be bored as hell.
Yeah. Maybe that just means we're creative people.
100%.
Free spirit. And
Are you left-handed?
I'm right-handed, but I do a lot of like little things. Like I'll brush my teeth left-handed. I'll use my non-dominant side to do
like
things.
Detail work.
Like detail work? Not necessarily.
No.
Listen, I'm not ambidextrous. But
yeah.
I'm aware of like it's going to be challenging to vacuum the whole house with my left hand, but I'm gonna do it today. You know
that's good though.
Just to exercise that side of the brain.
Yeah.
All that, you know.
And it helps you prepare for change.
Yes. Oh, look at that. Helps you prepare for change.
Now, just for real, reading this book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, and just I'm like all about self-help books and shit like that because I'm always trying to optimize, you know. Yeah. But that was one of the things I've read. Start doing everything backwards. Prepare yourself for change.
Yeah.
Get out of your normal routine.
But that's the thing. I love change. I love getting out of the comfort zone. I love the uncomfortable conversation. All that stuff. Let's not to get too deep, but that's something like the mother of my daughter and I, you know, would argue about. So you're gonna have to be the one to have these hard conversations. Like, I don't mind that. That's what growth is. And, you know, I don't mind having these conversations or being vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, maybe 10 years ago it would be a little different, but like, dude, life isn't like linear. Like things are gonna happen, things are gonna get crazy.
Yep.
You know, you can learn how to adjust and adapt.
Yep. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, so different styles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's good, right? Gives your daughter, I guess, a little bit of variety. I guess you want to be on the same page, but you know what?
Yeah, we do.
It happens.
The relationship I have with my daughter isn't like I have with my son. So my daughter is finally getting to a point to where she wants to spend more time with me. She's curious more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she just knows what her mom has been telling her. And, you know, when you have young kids and they don't know what's going on and I'm not there, it's hard to explain yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't mind being honest with my kids about, you know, why things are the way they are.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, that stuff loves them. But, you know, my son has been coming out here every summer, you know, since he was 2 or 3. So the relationship that we have is completely different from the one that I have with my daughter.
Yeah.
So I would fly my son out here, spend time with me 2 weeks in the summer, or I would go visit him. But I would either drive or fly to go see my daughter, but that's a completely different dynamic.
Yeah.
You know. So her opinion of me is just different. But my mom took my twin cousins. I don't know if you saw a post I had cousins, my young cousins last week. So anyway, I have a cousin that was murdered like 5 years ago. And the family, we all kind of helped look after the twins. So my mom had them come down last week, and I spent time with them on Wednesday. They're like inner city kids, they don't know how, you know, we're going to the trail and food trucks and all this stuff.
Oh, how fun.
So we got them out of their comfort zone a little bit. And we take them to boxing and try to show them how to swim and all this stuff.
Oh, how old are they?
They are 13.
Poor guys.
14. So anyway, my mom took them to Missouri to spend time with my daughter, Jazzy. But it just so happened that my son, who lives in Virginia, Newport News, was in Missouri last week. And my mom picked up my son and brought him back. They just got back.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I forgot where I was going with this, but they're all here now.
You're just talking about your relationships and how they're different.
Yeah, just how they're different, and I just feel bad for my daughter because she's missed out on so much. But they all got to spend time with each other when they were in Missouri.
Oh, that's very cool.
Jassie's kind of like, I want to go back to Texas. Like, I want to go with you guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's so good.
And, it's like finally, because I've been trying to make this happen for years. But I knew I was going to have to wait until she got older for her to kind of figure things out on her own.
Yeah.
And so anyway, that's where we are. There's a lot of like emotional stuff going on. There's always emotion.
Yeah, but everything has its time. And though it's like, in traditional relationships, as great as they all are, it's like, it's great to have your own story, and she'll just have a greater appreciation for your relationship once she lets those walls down. And
all I can do is keep my fingers crossed and continue to be a presence.
Yeah.
I love her and all that stuff, but I like how you said that. Everybody has their own traditional relationship.
Yeah. I mean, not everyone has a traditional relationship. I mean, everybody has their own way that they come about and interact with people. Yeah, it does.
I definitely do not have a traditional upbringing, but I love my parents. I knew they did the best that they could. It didn't work out, but I don't hate them for it.
Yeah.
Especially now, as I have 2 kids, I kind of get it. I'm like, okay, it wasn't easy.
No.
And you just do the best you can.
Yeah.
And again, my daughter's mom didn't see eye to eye. She's like, well, you're not here, you don't care, F off. Not this.
Yeah, it's if only it were.
Oh, sorry for.
What'd you say?
I said sorry for opening up like.
Oh no, don't ever. Thank you. No, it's all good.
Rubbing it out of me.
Yeah, right. I softened up those upper layers, those superficial layers are softened.
Exactly.
Now the gooey stuff's coming out.
I need to let you know what's going on in my life.
I opened up that heart chakra. So how long is your little dude in town for?
Till next Sunday.
Huh?
So we gotta get him. But I'm flying him first time, him solo mission, flying back to Dallas. Flying out of Dallas. So we're gonna leave.
It's a pretty quick flight, though.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. But I had to convince his mom.
That he's good.
Me a couple of times, and I'm like, listen, I can't afford to make these round trips.
Oh yeah, because that's to go from here to Virginia is like $400.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're talking about $800 on top of that. It's a lot of money.
$1,000 of other expenses too.
Yeah.
So I can't keep doing this,
Like
I was like, I can and I will, but I'm not.
I would rather spend this $1,000 somewhere else because he's big enough.
I'm losing, sessions,
work time.
Yeah, and it's just expensive. It's always set me back. So
yeah.
Anyway, he's old enough.
He'll do great.
I'll pay an extra $150 for him to have an escort, and that's what they do.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I've been grooming him over the past few years. Like, hey, this is what this is. This is what this means. This is what you always look at. No headphones. You got to do that. So anyway,
he's primed up and ready to go. Solo mission in the airport.
Exactly. So his mom was like freaking out. I'm like, all right, I got him a direct flight, and I was only able to do that in Dallas. We had family in Dallas, so
yeah.
I'll leave Friday. Was 8 days.
Yeah, my flight to Virginia is going out of Dallas because the dates fell on my Alanis Morissette concert, which I have there.
Morissette still?
Yeah, dude. And the girl who I gave the Alanis Morissette CD to in 6th grade is the one that invited me to the show, and I was like, yeah. So then I was like, well, I'll come to Virginia that day, but I got to be in, Dallas for this concert, so I can come the next day.
Yeah.
Thinking I had made this brilliant thing to find out that I'm like an hour from the airport where I'm at. I was like, damn, that's gonna suck when I come back.
Which airport? The one in Dallas?
Dallas, because I'll have to drive. Because I'll have to get an hour away from the airport to the house, and then still have to drive 3 hours home.
Damn.
So I'm gonna stay the night in Dallas, obviously, because after a 4-hour, 3-hour flight, I'm not gonna be feeling like doing all that.
Flying out of Love Field, or do you have
yes.
At Love Field?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
So I got to figure that out.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant idea, and then I'm like, epic fail.
Where are you staying at now?
I don't know right now. Well, I was gonna stay with my friend Taylor, but now I'm trying to figure other things out because I'm like, do I really want to be an hour away from the airport?
Yeah.
No. Hey Phil, I'm sorry. I know it was super fast.
No, don't be sorry. I'm the one that had to move a lot of stuff around.
But I get it though, man. We do what we can for our clients, and
It's all about installed right here.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I got my little man next week, so we'll keep you posted about coming.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I mean, you know, I totally get how valuable your time is and the fact that you don't have a lot. So if you need to push off, then that means that 1 week you could double up.
Yeah.
That means, you know, there's a lot of options. So
well, as long as you're communicating.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I'll just keep repeating what your credits are so that way we both know.
Sure.
You're like, girl, you aren't getting out of that.
No, I appreciate it. Do you mind if I use your restroom real quick?
Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Slide out here.
No, for sure.